Hey guys, it's me, the MCPE Insider. I'm right here today for the tutorial on my Blaze farm I made over there. Now, this is due to a guy named Joshua. He has put. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, guys. That was my little sister. She is a troll and a half. But anyways, I want to give a shout out to a guy named Joshua. He has made me want to make a tutorial for this, and anybody else who wanted to get a tutorial, thank Joshua in the comment section below. But let's get on with it. So what you'll need is a 15 by 16 area. I'm using a flat rod. So I'm gonna get on to building, and this will be 15. It's either 15 or 14 long. Let me get a sword out. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There we go. And so what you would want to do is you would want to just tower up. And you would keep that going up for I think about 4 blocks. You could extend it, but I wouldn't because that would mean more powered rails and more regular rails, and those are really expensive. And so I'll do this on both sides. So I'll be back in a second. Okay, and I'm back. So you really just need to make this basic shape, and you can make it this out of any block, any solid block. So like stone or any block except glass and stairs. Those glass, stairs, and other transparent blocks. So there's one thing about rails that you need to remember. See, rails work on axis basis. See how when I place that, it turned this way? So if I place that, and then I do that, the rail will stay straight. And so if I do that on this axis where this is the way it gets placed down, it'll do that instead of trying to connect together. See, I'll even try it with doing the power rails first. Oh, okay, well that was my fault, but it still won't work. So what I'm saying is you have to build this farm on a specific axis where these power wells will be able to go next to each other on a concurrent basis. So that's what I'm trying to say. And so, okay, so this is the shape that you need to build. Remember that these blocks right here will be filled in. If you want to wall it off, I suggest doing it unless you want to get caught on fire about a 99.99999% of the time. So I would wall these off if you were in survival. But right now, I don't have to worry about that, but I'm still going to do it for tutorial sake. But anyway, this is the basic shape. And so I will sit here and hover above it so you guys can see. But anyway, you want it to be in this shape. Or, but I guess you could do it a different way, but I wouldn't recommend it. So, break these 2 blocks. This is where the minecarts will enter, and this is where the minecarts will enter, exit with blazes in them to the suffocation chamber. So, what you would do is, what you would, I'm pretty sure this would be a powered rail. This would be a regular rail, regular rail, regular rail, regular rail. Then this would be a powered rail. And the reason you put powered rails here is so that it would catch momentum while it went down, but it'll gain speed while it goes up. So it won't just be like a whole big mess up. And so you would alternate between powered rails and regular rails, like so. And so you just keep doing this. And for some reason, my brain won't allow me not to put a powered rail on here on a concurrent basis. So I'll get to this and I'll see you guys once I'm back. And this is what your ending product should look like. A bunch of rails. And so I would give it a test run to make sure that it works correctly and that the minecarts are able to get up these slopes, because otherwise the minecarts would just sit down at the bottom and wouldn't pick up blazes. And the reason that they revolve back and forth is so they can pick up blazes. And so you need to find, well, I should have told you this earlier, but the center of your farm should be the spawner. Wherever the spawner is the center of your farm. And so let me tell you some mechanics about spawners. If the mob that the spawner spawns is not at least 6 blocks away, no other mobs will spawn from that spawner. So it at least has to be, the mob at least has to be right here. And so that is a good thing to remember when building this farm, because otherwise you won't get infinite XP and you'll have to wait each time for a different batch. But it's also a good thing, because if you wait too long and you just leave your game loaded, then your game will just lag up a storm and you won't be able to even kill them, so you'll have to switch to peaceful mode. So it's a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. So it depends on what you want to do. And so yeah, and now it's time to get on with the suffocation chamber, which sounds really bad if you just say it out loud. So this is going to be a 5x14 area. Yeah, 5x14. And so this is your 5 and this is your 14. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And that is your suffocation chamber. And so you just fill this in, if the game doesn't glitch and do that. But you just fill this in and then you cover it up. Then you put your rails down and you cover it up. And so I'll be back when this is filled in. And so it's all filled in now. And now I'll show you how to place the rails. So when a minecart leaves this area, it should have enough momentum to at least make it here. Then every 2 blocks you would want to place a powered rail. So you would just make this kind of pattern. And it actually, if you look at it when it's done, it's actually a pretty cool pattern. But this is just for usage purposes. And so, yeah, and I would like to thank you all for whoever watched my video. It currently has 103 views, and I'm very happy. And so if you could subscribe or leave a like, I would be totally thankful, because I'm just starting out and I really want to be good at this. And so all your support would be very helpful. But anyway, that is all the rails placed once I get this one placed. And so that is all the rails placed. And then what you would want to do is you would just want to cover all this up. So the blazes' heads would get stuck in the stone and they would suffocate to a... See, this is the confusing part, because on that one over there, it was doing 2 hit kills and then it was doing 1 hit kills. And so I guess that I guess since the actual update came out, it's changed. So I guess it's a one hit kill now, but before it was a two hit kill, and I don't know what changed about it, but for some reason it just changed like from out of nowhere. RKO from out of nowhere. But anyway, this is basically the design, and so you would want. I think this is six blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I were you, I would go 8 blocks out, and so that it would be a 100% guarantee that more blazes would spawn. But if you're very safe about your game, I would go 6 blocks or lower, because then you would lag up a storm, and I know none of you would want that, because then you would just have a whole bunch of blazes there and you wouldn't be able to get XP. And so that is your decision and your decision only. I will not force you, and my phone is going dead. Let's hurry up with the recording. And so I will not force you or anything, but that is what I would prefer. Not for my game not to lag. And so, and these blocks here are necessary so that the mobs will be at a one hit kill. And so what you want to do next is you would just want to build a chamber where the blazes will stand, or I guess float, and you would just want them to stay down here. And if you are doing this in the overworld and you're building it for like a map or something, I would place blocks above this if there's no blocks in the sky, because rain kills blazes. And that was a big mistake that I made when I was doing this for testing, and I thought the blazes were dying for some reason, and I didn't know why. And so, yeah. But